Peace, fam. This is Shophar from Full Show Energy Work, and I'm here to talk to you today about how to make womb, for the feminine. And so the purpose of the video is to just talk about the concept of making womb, or as some people like to say, holding space around sensuality and around emotionality for the feminine. Being a male gendered or a masculine being, so even if it's same sex, but in other words, two quote unquote women, if you identify that way, being able to, if one of you consider yourself to hold a different, a more masculine energy, how to be able to make womb for the feminine, and also how to make womb for the feminine in ourselves, because we all have masculine and feminine energies in us, right, to different degrees on that spectrum. And those of us who are in denial of that, I mean, just take a breath. That's masculine and feminine energy. An in breath and an exhale. In, out, masculine, feminine. Or heartbeat, another one. We can't really escape it. And that's not even going into the molecular or atomic levels. You know what I mean? So anyway, on a emotional level, the masculine can make womb for the feminine by allowing for life, the living in full expression for the feminine, to be able to express both its love and those times when the love is being expressed as needy, or when the feminine is in a deep state of trust for itself, and when it's in a place of panic or pensiveness, anxiety, worry, nervousness, when the feminine is in a place of deep grief or sadness, depression, or if it's in a place of strong self-respect and awareness and a feeling of strong worthiness, if it's in a place of fear, or if it's in a place of passion, or of peace, or if it's in a place of anger or forgiveness. In other words, whether it's light or shadow, light or darkness, the masculine allows for the full expression of the feminine to express itself. That is making womb, for the feminine. That's what is meant here. And so it's not just the good times, it's also the bad times. And first thing that the masculine energy has to do in order to be able to do that is we have to do that first on ourselves. We have to first do it for ourselves in order to even be in a place of being able to do it for someone else. We first have to do it for ourselves. Okay? And then on the sensual level, if you haven't already, you can check out my other video about testosterone, about how to one way to raise testosterone. But one of the other things that we can look at is how we can make womb for helping the woman in her sensual expression. And I won't go back over that this fully, but it's like to be able to verbally express her attractions or her sensualities, what it is that she's feeling, just verbally. And then there's the emotional component as far as love and her ability to be able to express love either for you or others. Some people get jealous about their partner, the partner even having connections with family members. That to me is craziness. It's like, this is family, let alone for another friend, or God forbid, is someone that they actually have an emotional connection with, a quote unquote ex-lover, or something like that. Some of the masculine, our egos are so fragile that we can't handle even that. So, and then the feminine is in a place where it's like, okay, this is for someone that you are actually seeing, that she was actually seeing before you, and she actually maybe left it in a place of friendliness, and now you want her to have, we want her to have no contact with this person, because our ego can't handle it. These are some of the things that I'm talking about, where we can make womb first we have to do that in ourselves and get rid of insecurities and jealousies, but making room for her to be able to express her love for someone. So, or her sensual feelings towards someone. And that is actually the last level, the third level, and that's for her to be able to, if she felt it, and if you really do love her, if it's unconditional love, if it's agape, if she even wanted to be with someone in another, on a physical capacity, making room for that. There's no right or wrong in this, by the way. Maybe you never want to rock to that third level, and that's fine. That one for myself even, that's challenging. I don't know that I'm at that place at this moment myself either. But the point is, if we're going to do the work on ourselves, and we don't want someone else to be able to, I feel that someone else should not be able to affect our level of peace or our level to access pleasure or happiness to the place of where we can't access it anymore because the person is verbally expressing themselves or emotionally expressing themselves or expressing their sensuality in some way, whether it be a verbal expression of their sensuality or a loving, expression of their sensuality or a actual physical expression of their sensuality. So these are some things for the masculine to look at and to make room for the feminine. Again, it is work, and it is the heavy lifting. It definitely is not necessarily easy, but I would say that it is rewarding the more that we take the time to do it. So anyway, let me know what you think on that. Let me know about making womb, making womb, and the way I spell it is WUMB, and that's the concept of, again, holding space or making a safe container, a nesting place for the feminine in ourselves and then the feminine in our lady, or for the women in our life, for them to be able to live in full expression, to have a life worth living. This is something that I feel like the masculine is tasked with at this point on the planet, that we really should take a look at unlocking and trying to challenge ourselves in a way to do it, because it is needed on the planet. We have so many women and the feminine on the planet walking on eggshells, and they can't fully express, and therefore if they're not fully expressed, if they're not fully in celebration, if they're not fully in festive way of being, the whole world isn't. Because women are here to, are a big part. The feminine is a big part of the celebration in life, like these flowers behind me. Just in their own being, the essence of their smell, the essence of their color, there's a vibrance there. And when we shut them down, it's basically like cutting that flower off from its source. So anyway, let me know what you think about making womb for the feminine. If there's other aspects that you would like me to go into, or other things that you consider part of it as well, leave that in the comments, please. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. Again, I'm Shophar from Faux Show Energy Work, and I do coaching for men and women, couples and singles. I do energy work for couples and singles with my lady. I have a book, Sacred Orgasmic Living, Soul, and then I do a series of workshops. One is called Hip Hop Kundalini, that I do with 3 other dope facilitators. Also Intimate Relating and KISS, Keep It Simply Sensual. And again, thank y'all for checking me out. I appreciate y'all. Keep shining, keep climbing, y'all. Peace.